Welcome back. This is Aquarium Hacks by Marcus. And so, of course, on my last video, I was showing you guys my wonderful better tank, and I have been really enjoying that little 5-gallon tank. And I do some updates on it later on. I'm going to be adding some cherry shrimp to it and things of that nature. But what I wanted to talk about today was just a couple of things, such as a new product that I have been using to treat aquarium fish disease. Now, the product that I've been using, I've got this product from another YouTuber, at least that I watched his videos and like the way how he was presenting it. But it's MinnFinn, and his name is Hany Fish Keeper. So it's YN Fish Keeper. That's who it is. And so you might want to go to his YouTube page, and he can definitely tell you more about this product here, about MinnFinn. But anyway, I did go and buy me a box of MinnFinn to help to treat some fish disease that was in this tank. I caught some of my fish in there that were flashing. It was not ick, so I probably just guessing. I don't have a microscope, so I'm guessing it's probably flukes or fish lice. It's probably some sort of parasite that is on the fish. And so now MinnFinn, a little closer view there. MinnFinn is a 2-part solution, and the first part of the solution, you can run your filters with it and treat it with the first part of the solution, and then let it run for an hour in your tank with extra aeration, and then add the second neutralizer in order to neutralize it. I think this is a pretty good product, and what I found out, it comes with all kinds of measuring devices and stuff like that in order for you to do it. But what I found out was that for the first part, the part that treats your aquarium, that every half teaspoon, so you get yourself a half teaspoon, that equals about 10 gallons. So that really simplifies it, and so that you can treat your entire aquarium water. If you have guppies or danios or something like that, they said to treat them for only 30 minutes with the solution. And then, so with flukes, or what I believe that I have, you're supposed to treat it for 2 or 3 days. Now, I think this is a pretty good product. I think it's pretty awesome. Now, what I did notice is that after I treated my fish with this for the first time, then the next day I noticed that they were flashing pretty bad, it seemed like. But then on the second treatment, you got to let 2 days rest in between treatments. So on the second treatment, after 48 hours, I treated again, and I noticed then far less flashing. Only one fish was flashing. So I came in this morning. I'm about to do my third treatment on this, but I did not notice. I noticed no fish flashing. None were flashing. And so that helps me to see that this product obviously is working pretty good. How well does it work? Only time will tell after I do this third treatment. What I do like about it is it's not as toxic as formalin or malachite green. It doesn't stain any. If you got silicone, if you have a glass aquarium, it doesn't stain your silicone or anything like that, or your tubes. It seems to be pretty effective. I haven't seen the video with this stuff. If you're bringing fish in to let's say into your tank, a great quarantine way to do that. And I'm not suggesting this for everybody, but this is a good way on how to get parasites killed and off your fish relatively quick. Is to put them in like a bucket, maybe a 2 or 3 gallon, maybe a 5-gallon bucket. Treat it with MinnFinn for an hour while they're in that bucket with some aeration. Wait for an hour and then neutralize it. And then then he said, probably all the parasites are killed off your fish. You can put them inside your tank. because that's what that MinnFinn does. It just immediately kills all the parasites and all that stuff, fungus and stuff, right off of your fish pretty quickly. Um, Now, what I suggest, if you got some fish that had ick or something like that on them, just to quarantine them just in the 5-gallon bucket, then put them in your tank. No, I wouldn't do that. Ick is a very tricky parasite, and so you want to, of course, put them in a quarantine tank and quarantine them probably with a MinnFinn for the recommended time that they say to quarantine with MinnFinn. So far, like I said, I haven't noticed any flashing this morning, but that doesn't not mean that flukes is completely gone. Now, one of the suggestions that they say, run your filters first with MinnFinn, so it goes through your filters, kill all your stuff out of your filters, and it will probably kill some beneficial bacteria too, so expect that to happen. But then, like the second and third treatments, turn your filters off and then just treat it in your water. Now, they also suggest that you clean your filters out. Of course, take out, carbon and Purigen and turn your UV sterilizers off and all that stuff. Definitely do that. That can be quite detrimental to your aquarium, your beneficial bacteria. So what I would suggest, and I'm not a big fan of it, but sometimes you don't got no choice, especially if you don't got multiple tanks with filter media laying on, that's around. Get you some kind of bottle bacteria. Hopefully that helps. Maybe some good kind, maybe like that Fritz-Zyme Turbo, which is reportedly to be pretty good, or that Dr. Tim's. I heard that was pretty good. So both of those are probably pretty good products to use to kind of get that bacteria, nitrifying bacteria going after you use a product like MinnFinn. Now, what I'm going to do personally on my third treatment is, of course, I didn't clean out my filter media, and I didn't do all that stuff. I mean, it just would have been just way too much work. But what I'm going to do on the third treatment is I'm going to run it through all my filters in my aquarium again, and so that this stuff gets into the filters, gets everywhere. Taking a chance on it, knocking back my beneficial bacteria, and that's fine because I did go and buy a bottle of Fritz-Zyme's Turbo Zyme in order to get the bacteria back started, hopefully. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just leave all my filters on again and just run that stuff all through my filters. Why? Because parasites is in your tank. It's more than likely they are in what? Your filters too, right? So if flukes are ick, if they're in the aquarium, they are in your filter too. Now, one good thing about filters, especially dirty, nasty filters, that there are, I believe that it has even been proven to a degree, that there are parasite eating, not parasite eating, but they're little predator eating, parasite eating predators that are in, that cultivates with inside the filter media, even with inside the gravel, that will actually catch and eat some of those parasites. But the problem is, I'm sure those predators get affected by the medication that you use. And so in effect, you're killing off the predators that's in your filter too. But you got to get that that could be surviving in that filter media too, that these so-called parasite predators are not getting in an age-old filter. And so, but anyway, MinnFinn, I think more people need to know about this stuff. It's a broad spectrum. It treats a wide range of diseases: ick, costia, fungus, mouth rot, flukes, and more. And so it's a really effective product. It's strong. It's powerful. I have not seen any ill effects with me using this on my fish. I will say this. I was using Polyguard before in this tank, and I noticed that a lot of my Harlequins start dying, and I attributed that to the Polyguard. I put the right amount of dose in it and everything, and it was just killing my Harlequin. Every day I would catch a Harlequin or two just floating around dying. I did a water change, took that, did a water change, put some carbon in the filters, got all that Polyguard out of there. Haven't seen a dead Harley Quinn since. Truth of the fact of the matter is, Polyguard was actually killing my Harley Quinn. Don't know why they were so sensitive to it, but they were. I used this stuff, and this has not killed a single fish. And I have even used it even with my snails in the tank, my nearite snails, and nobody's affected. But it does seem to be working on killing the parasites. So try it. MinnFinn comes in pond, comes in aquarium. They probably don't know that I'm advertising for them. It doesn't matter. I want to give you something that I think that will work pretty good. So far, I'm going to give MinnFinn a B+ for treatment, because for external treatment, because I just don't know. I'm going to test it. I'm going to see, wait for a few days and see if this stuff really works on the aquarium. Okay, so I'll give you an update on that. And on my next video, I'm going to be talking about some myths about setting up a Lake Tanganyika tank, and some stuff that I have found out and that I have learned greatly from watching and setting up this amazing tank. So until then, aquarium hacks, and have a great day, guys.